Hey guys, gang, gang, what's up, what's up, what's up? My crew, where y'all at, where y'all at? Make some noise when you come through, you already know. Yeah, I think last month we already did Melanie Soto mother. So now I do have a chance to do Steven Stern, which is the boyfriend of the mom, his interrogation and all of this stuff. In reference to basically what went down, even though he's still lying or whatever. But the police, they did their investigation and all of that. But I just want to see what he had to say and how bad did he lie. Cause y'all know, it's almost like the first 48. So we gonna check this out and see what in the hell he was saying, and how he was saying it, how he looked. Basically, break it down. Y'all know how we do. He just knows. I've been wanting to talk about this, but I was, still on the Tiffany thing. But I got time today, and just a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for coming through. I see y'all. Yeah, so, this video is not mine. I did put my fair use. This is from Court TV. So we about to get into it, baby. Let's go. Yes, Stephen go interview. Let's go, Papa.
We're going to show you those newly released video pieces. This video evidence of Stephen Stearns talking with investigators. In this first clip we're going to look at, he's talking to police about the birthday party. Madeline, remember, she just celebrated her birthday. This is before she went missing. Take a look.
I know that you were brought up here by detectives, right? Detectives drove you? Okay. And that was earlier today. I have no idea how long it was sometime today. Sometime today, correct. So being that you're here, we're here, you were taken here by detectives, I just need to get this out of the way just so we can talk about how we're or where she may be, okay?
That was loud.
Right. Have you ever been in trouble ever in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had your rights read to you at any point in your life?
I must have.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to do them again just to get it out of the way, and then we can talk about school and stuff like that, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Do you understand these rights? Okay, perfect. All right. So before we start talking, one last thing. Can you just raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So she had a birthday recently. She had a birthday party Sunday,
yeah.
Okay.
So
Did you come to the party?
No. I was not. I was on my way up at that point.
Okay.
They asked him the reason why he didn't come to the birthday party. The reason why he didn't come to the birthday party, because the birthday party was held at her grandparents' house. So basically, her grandparents don't like him because, first of all, why is he sleeping in the bed with Maddie? And not only that, the mother didn't come either because they have some animosity against the mother too, because you letting this man sleep with your daughter at 13 years old, regardless if they just sleeping together or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? We done went through her stuff. She knew about it. And that's why I said on my video with her that she should also be held accountable because she's still 13. regardless. Oh, she don't like to sleep by herself and this and the third. But the grandparents hated it and they hated him and probably didn't like the daughter because of the things that she was doing. That's why they didn't come. And then the mother said she had to work also. Girl, bye.
So the party ends. Did you pick them up from the party?
Someone must have dropped her off.
Okay.
She was there when I got there. Jen asked me to make sure that in the shower and did her bedtime routines, which she did. She was already on top of it, so nothing to do there.
Okay. What time do you think you got back in Kissimmee?
What time I got into Kissimmee?
Yeah.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 83-ish, something like that.
And I apologize if you've answered these questions before. It's just like I said, we're coming into the game late, so I may ask you things that you've already answered probably 3 or 4 times.
Well,
And I
as
apologize.
well. My memory is not super reliable on time frames. I've been medicated for the better part of a week.
Okay, that's fine. What do you take medicine for?
Anxiety mostly. I've been having some money troubles lately. Anxious over that, so
I bet you
Hopefully
is.
your money troubles get better.
I've been medicated on Ativan since probably Saturday.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so when you got to Kissimmee and you got to the apartment, what happened? Like,
Made some dinner, made some ramen. I
Ramen.
love how I make my ramen. Then we started watching Sister Act, but it was time for her to start getting ready. Basically, just as we were starting Sister Act.
okay.
And that was just about bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
Usually 10:30, 11-ish, something
Okay.
like that. It's a spectrum, not a set time.
Then, so who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know Jennifer said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about?
Jennifer's routine is taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night. And then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bombs or something on in the background. Bombs burgers.
Got it. What are the sleeping arrangements?
He sleeps in.
Okay. Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I had been away for a couple months. We in the same bed together, so we get some serious sleep. So she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed. So some snuggle and cuddle time that would suffice, and Jen would get to sleep in peace.
Okay. So you say snuggle time. What does that mean?
I like to be alone. She's extremely dependent. She does not like to be alone at all. She needs human presence around her, basically.
Gotcha.
Why is he snuggling with this baby? Can anybody help me? Why is he snuggling with this young little girl? Then they found all of this stuff, some cream, some masturbation cream boxes. That's the other things that they took. They found a knife, a pocket knife, latex gloves, blanket, in his car, all of this stuff. And mind you, they found her book bag in the dumpster near the house. After he lied and said that he got her ready for school and he went to take her to school and he dropped her off by the church to let her walk the rest of the way to school because she likes to walk to school. Well, she didn't want him. Allegedly he said she didn't want her friends to see him drop her off, so he let her off by the church.
trying to wean her off of that, but it's been difficult.
How can a microblader make more than a doctor and only work part-time hours? Think about this for a second. A doctor.
All right, so Jennifer says, well, so snuggle time with you to help her go to sleep. Is that right?
Just bedtime.
Bedtime. Okay. Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha. But you stayed. You didn't at any point go. Okay. All right. So the night goes on. Morning time comes around, and it's school. Walk me through that a little bit.
He is moaning. He's sleeping.
Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. The first one goes off, and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times while we start getting ourselves ready. And
Hey, Cleo. Thanks for
after
coming.
the third snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth, excuse me, get her book bag together, eat some breakfast if she's going to eat there, and then we eventually make our way out the door.
Okay. So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car, because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, and we're scared of driving too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
Was Jennifer awake when you guys left?
semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along.
Now, allegedly, when they did rewind the tapes for the complex, somehow he got her into the car, but she already looked like she was unalive. She was already slumped. So, how did you take her to McDonald's? And where was the McDonald's receipt? Where was the McDonald's food? Where was the bag from the McDonald's, the juice, the orange juice, or whatever she had? Where's the evidence that they stopped at McDonald's? He was riding around allegedly trying to find some way to dump her body. That's what he was doing. After he done dumped her book bag in the apartment complex where they lived. So nobody found this out until after they was doing their investigation.
Getting ready, she's getting dressed, we're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house, we start making our way to the school. Most of the time, we make our way over towards her school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no, she doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on.
Oh, okay. So she
It was
didn't
still pretty
want to
early
go
though, I think. We still had some time to kill. It wasn't really.
Okay, so that makes sense why it wasn't no receipt from McDonald's. She didn't want to go at that point.
Time to drop it off yet. apparently forgot my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and I wanted to have my phone. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew. So I did that, grabbed the clicker, left again, and that's when we drove over to her school area, and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of road, I forget there's a street name. It was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was her friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle steps. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones, maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for her phone.
Gotcha, okay. What was she wearing when she left, or when you dropped her off?
Green hoodie, black shorts, black or blue, black shorts, white Crocs.
White Crocs. Okay.
Still to come here on Court TV Live, what Stephen Stern says happened when he dropped Madeline off at school. We now know that's a big fat lie. We're going to watch more of this police interview together next as Court TV Live continues on this Monday morning.
So if you see this bar at the bottom right here, you can see we're so close to hatching egg. And once we do...
Yeah, well, we basically know that he lied. Everything.
It is so great to have you with us on this Monday morning. Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Julie Grant. We're showing you some newly released video of police interviewing murder suspect.
It's the vape shop.
I ain't gonna lie though, the mother, I believe that she told the truth. She was lying about some of the things, but she did tell the truth. She said that she allegedly approved of him sleeping and cuddling with the baby, with her daughter, and then sometimes they all would sleep together in the bed. And one of the detectives asked her, because Stephen Stern had lewd pictures of him, Mattie, and they asked her, do she have some illicit pictures with them two, all three of y'all in the bed and doing sexual acts? She said no. They asked her, if we find some, would you be surprised? And her answer was no. So I think they might have something. I'm not sure because nothing really came back out saying that they was like really like intertwined together, or as having SA or SEX together, all three of them. But if that is the case, she is sick, and that's why I believe that she needs to be charged too.
It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around it and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and then went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again. Relaxed and hung out with Jen for a while. Seems like any other morning.
was when you got back home after school, was Jennifer home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly with some time with each other.
Okay. So when you got home, when both of you got home, what? Walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noonish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to get back in time for us to go. So I just ran up and down 192. I ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me late to get.
Where'd you get a flat at?
Somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week. I'm lucky I remember what color I'm wearing right now.
Do you remember what errands you were running?
Yeah.
Now, ADHD do not work like that. He gonna say he got ADHD. He don't remember no colors or nothing where he lost or where he had got flat at. Because allegedly where he got the flat at was not too far from where he dropped Melody at. And matter of fact, he had to stop and try to fix the flat. And basically, a motorist seen him and told the police they seen a guy with that same car that they was looking for, because they kind of put like a amber, the Amber Alert thing. And they said they seen him fixing the flat. But at that time, Melody was already ditched out of the car. So nobody seen her in there, because he already had found somewhere to place her body, because he knew that he had to, hello, what's up, Jeff, baby? So he knew that he had to fix the flat, but he definitely dropped the girl off before he fixed that flat. But somebody already seen him, and he just sitting up here lying. But he did say he caught the flat, but he not saying what he did with the baby girl.
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some game shops.
Where were these game shops?
What's up, Jeff, baby? Thank you for coming through.
Games nearby. A lot of the Targets and Walmarts carry the game I was looking forward to. It just had a new release on Friday, so even though I don't have much in the way of money right now, I still wanted to look and see what the situation is.
It's always nice to window shop.
It is.
That's
Serial consumer. So I was just driving around up and down 192, sort of just aimlessly, honestly. Just killing time till it was time to go back.
Alright, so when you got home, did you and Jennifer leave from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than Jen had wanted to. By 10 minutes, I called her and said, hey, where are you? I'm so sorry, I got a flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay, and then wasn't at school. So what happened? Did Jennifer call you after that, or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit-chatting. We do that. We just keep each other company, even if we're not physically together. And she's... that's when we started asking questions, Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly to her office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past, working a new schedule. So we started started making all the calls. No one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked.
So allegedly, from what the mother was saying, because like I said, I played her video last month. She was saying that they never really had a conversation in reference to Maddie. He said he don't know nothing and this, that, and the third. So when she went up to the school, that's when they told her that she never made it to school. So that's when she started like really like, going like, crazy, but she didn't call the police till way later. But I don't know what was taking her so long to call the police. She said she thought that her daughter was going to walk through the door and that she was going to come through and this, that, and the third. So they waited and waited and waited. And he's saying that he just lied.
She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths.
But the mom did say he was in and out all that day. And she said like he was pacing like, something wasn't right. But he was in and out. Like, he'd leave for a couple hours, come back, leave for another couple hours. But he never told her. I guess he told her that he was going to go look for the baby girl. The whole time he knew where she was at.
Didn't see anything, went to her. Not there, waited around, not there, went back to the school, not there. At that point, the whole family started rallying up and going to
What a tangled web we weave. Now, we know the school said Madeline never made it. Let's talk about this story, though. He told investigators, I'm sure as they're sitting there, they know.
Over one another. Also,
Stand by, kindly, please. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll show you more of that interview with Stephen Stearns.
Sarah Boone is charged with second-degree murder after her boyfriend suffocated inside of a suitcase.
Oh, I remember that.
How often have you?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or is that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's she only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. But I guess kind of a hoopty, and she's embarrassing. Right?
Lincoln?
Nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out on the way there. You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Now answer this. How is a young girl so sleepy, whereas though they let her snooze 3 times, allegedly out his mouth? They let her snooze 3 times, but she's still sleepy and tired in the car. I think he was saying that because they knew that they was going to find her in that car as he was riding with her slumped over. So that is a way of saying she was asleep. But instead, she was already unalive. But, you don't really know because you only seeing it from like the street camera. And it could be looking like she was asleep. But they said that she was slumped over. But of course they couldn't tell if she was breathing. So it might have did look like she was asleep as they was watching the videos of the street cameras. So he using that. So when they asked him about, why she looked like she was unalive, oh no, she was asleep. She was just asleep. She was asleep the whole time going to school.
When you got back to the apartment complex, did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my phone.
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
Did you stop anywhere else in? No.
Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. Sure, I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get trash bags piling up by the door. To see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there their trash too?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in a fog.
Well. So, where you don't know?
Supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while and then leaving.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world.
I ain't seen you for 15 years, but now you want to be somebody's daddy?
If you don't forgive others of their past, then you can't be forgiven.
I put it on canvas so I could hold it by the throat.
Ain't you got balls?
We get to find the solution to help get that green card, to help get that work permit, and to help immigrants live legally in the U.S.
It's just not a plastic, it's just not a piece of paper, it changed lives.
Bringing hope, bringing help is something that we love to do. You can feel empowered.
You don't feel like you are in a cage or you have to hide.
As long as you have that little ray of hope, that's what can help you move forward in your life.
How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
Jennifer talks very highly of you. So, the morning school, when you came back, get your clicker. What was door?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards.
Just laying back in the chair. Just like that, I guess.
Okay. All right. Stuff stuff on here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. There's cameras all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in.
So now they let him know that, yeah, we seen you. There's cameras everywhere. So we saw you coming in and out of the complex. Probably seen him on the highway on these streets that he claimed he went to. The store that he never made it to. Talking about that's where he went to go look at a video game that he ain't had no money to buy. Because mind you, he don't have no money. He don't even have a job. So what was the purpose? You gonna go look at a video game that you know that you can't afford at this point?
At the guard shack. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss the trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that on the way. I think I may have mentioned to her before. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Was everything in trash bags?
I'm sorry?
Was everything in trash bags, or was there any items that were just tossed along with the bag?
I think it would have been in trash bags, or maybe some boxes too. Some birthday stuff, leftovers. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay. When you for school, did she have her backpack with her?
Yes.
She did. Did she have her school computer with her?
Yes. Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay.
She should have.
Once again, this goes back with the whole honesty thing. There was things in that trash bag that got thrown away that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. Okay. We'll get that in a minute. But right now, our main focus is on finding. That is our number one focus right now. Okay. Do you have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever.
Were you born between 1969 and 1970? If so, you can get a Le Creuset cookware set completely free. And I can tell you right now,
something may have happened. Do you think
I don't think so. I don't think what could have happened.
Okay. All right.
He's trying to have his first week.
Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's... That's north or south? Or...
East. East of Kissimmee.
I haven't been out there too much. Yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay, whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends, really. I've driven out there a few times before. Mostly just when me and wandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah. Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I drive, just drive and meander around and explore. And drive till I don't know where I am, and drive till I know where I am again. And I don't know, just driving just, it's peaceful sometimes.
Alright.
If I got time to kill, I'll just drive around.
So you're saying when she had her backpack, presumably her school computer was in her backpack, and you described her wearing a green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stefan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. Okay? You understand? Family's pleading with you. I'm pleading with you because this is that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids. And this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where. And I really, really, really think you can help us. I mean, you want to get something off your chest. I don't know what it is, but I'm pleading with you.
I don't know. I don't.
What happened?
I dropped her off.
Where?
I dropped her off on the road to school. That was the last I saw her.
Did sometime throughout the night on Sunday, did you guys have any interaction, conversations?
What, like fight?
No, I'm not saying fight. I'm just. Did you guys sit up and talk, or?
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty. It reminded me of Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on a boy.
Oh, this thing.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but I told her crush on. Get your crush. That's healthy.
Do you think, has she had any boyfriends in the past?
Not per se, you know, boyfriends as however they can be early on, but we decided that she was too young, needed to avoid that BS.
All right, being that she's too young, so she shouldn't be having sex with boys. I'm saying.
She's all the that stuff. None of it counts.
So let me get this correct. She can't have sex with young boys, but she can have sex with a grown ass man, because that's what was going on. Not only that, I believe that the young lady, allegedly, this is my opinion, I believe that she was pregnant, and that's why he unalived her. The mother was saying that basically she had the pads and all of this stuff for when people come on their menstruals, and she never used them for almost 2 months. So in my mind, I'm thinking allegedly she probably was pregnant already, and he probably already knew, because she had pregnancy tests also too, and that's crazy. Why would you have all of this stuff around pregnancy test, I can understand the maxi pads, the sanitary napkins, because we all use them, you know. But why you got pregnancy tests in there? She told all of this in her interview, and then she said the pregnancy tests all of a sudden that they was gone. So obviously, he probably made Maddie take the pregnancy test and found out that it was positive, and then he went on and did what he did and unalived the young lady. That's just my opinion. Allegedly, that's what I believe. They haven't really came out and said if she was pregnant or anything. So like we don't know. I haven't even seen the autopsy or anything. But the only thing they just did was like their investigation, but we haven't seen the autopsy.
It's real. I just thought she'd be better off waiting until high school.
I need your help, and here's why. I'm on a mission to recover $10 million within the next 12 months to American patriots.
Disgusting. It boils my blood and nauseates me. I know it does you too at home. And what great police work here. They knew all along that they had that backpack. They knew she never made it to school. And there's more to come. This was just bomb number one that they dropped, finding her things in the dumpster. Let's bring in someone with lots of experience doing investigations. He retired as a commander of the K-9 unit of the Nassau County Police Department. Lieutenant Mike Gould is with us. Good morning,
Said perfect. His shoulders are relaxed. His arms are open. He's lean. He's just relaxed. Where the defendant, he has never unfolded his arms. He, as you said earlier in your previous statement, it depends on the technique I was going to use. If I wanted to come in hot, maybe I would tell him to take his hat off and stand up, sit up straight in his chair. But they're just going like they're just best friends. They already know the answers. As you know, Julie, a good prosecutor, a good cop already knows the answers to the questions they're asking. So you can be your own lie detector, so to speak, because you can start watching how the person reacts to the facts. So again, classic, perfect. It's not easy, but these guys are both of them are terrific because the other guy's got to refrain from talking and he's got to be relaxed. So the space between the three people is about 6 foot. They're not in each other's face, well lit, like Hollywood set. Perfect.
Just perfect. Lieutenant Mike Gould, a great analysis from you to kick things off. Stand by kindly, please. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, police are questioning Stephen Stearns about the injuries that they noted on his hands.
I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where she did something with the phone or a camera, but got scolded for it. She was very young. She didn't know. She got scolded for it, though. But it's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand.
What happened to your hand?
Flat tire. I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame was. And it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that. It looks okay.
It's not okay.
Using another nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire at all?
I have no idea. Tire just started going flop and then
pretty worn out.
Way floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that.
Yeah.
Did
Positive that I breathed in some freaking brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. Just went home and washed my hands, and that was it.
Your clothes get all messed up and all, or?
Not bad, surprisingly.
What were you wearing, by chance?
This.
What?
Still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept pretty clean?
Try to, I guess.
You weren't wearing a red shirt?
I was wearing a red shirt early in the morning. But I changed clothes later because that shirt was in a couple days old at that point. And the flat tire happened after that.
Did the flat tire happen before or
after?
After.
It was sometime afternoon between noon and like 2:30. I don't know how long it took me to fix it.
And you changed your shirt before or after going back to get the gate clicker?
I don't recall. Maybe after. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm medicated. I've been medicated all week. My memory is just not as reliable as I would like it to be right now. I was in a fog and half asleep that morning as it was.
Or on her own when you took her to school?
Yes.
You're the person with the gun. The person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to
Pants on fire, right? Let's bring in our guest, Lieutenant Mike Gould, to talk about.
We're skipping through. I just really wanted to hear the investigation.
My parents have access.
But here in Kissimmee?
Here in Kissimmee, I'm pretty much the only one with access to it.
So safe to say you'd be the only male driving that Lincoln?
Presumably, yes.
Alright, I want to get back a little bit to you saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that.
She has crushes. She likes them.
Alright, have you and her ever exchanged, do you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around before bedtime to say goodnight. Sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time,
What happened? So the deputies made a comment. So what happened to your phone?
No idea what happened to my phone. I was pushing off doing this update for a while and I ended up trying to do it. I don't know what the hell, my head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me and technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, and from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone. You did, okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring it here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
text messages, emails, phone stuff.
Pictures?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of pictures were on there?
Trading card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
Do you have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and.
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have
Oh, I assume so.
Do you have any pictures of you?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney, took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that.
Oh, Jeff, this happened in, I think, March. I think this happened, I want to say March. But yeah, this was real serious. It was all over the news. It was everywhere. It was even on CNN. This was a big story because of the dynamics of it. You know what I'm saying? The mother was letting the baby girl sleep with him and cuddle and all of this craziness. And then y'all can't see it, but he had child coin on his phone with this little girl. She was only 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it went kind of like, it was a big story. You know, a real big story. And the mother just act like it was okay because her daughter don't like to be alone and she work at night and this, that, and the third. So she allowed this man to sleep with her daughter while she be at work. Sometimes they be in the bed together. God damn it. This story was a hot mess. You hear me? Oh, it was terrible. It was really bad. Yes. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. Yes, it was all over everywhere.
All sorts of pictures. Family events. It was not as much of a show.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
Every once in a while.
But it was all over. It was all over social media too. It was like everywhere. This was the story for a minute, for the year. You know what I mean? It was pretty damn good. You gotta when you get a chance. Yeah, the mother name was Jennifer Soto. That's all you gotta do is look up the little girl. Her name is Madeline Soto. Her real name, they call her Mattie. And she was only 13. It was a horrible story, and I believe that the mother should basically be arrested also. You know what I'm saying? Because she allowed some of this stuff to go on. You know, and she not held accountable. And she sat there in her interrogation and said that she didn't mind them. You know, like she sent the little girl to sleep with him sometimes. And all of this stuff. It was bad. It was terrible. It was cringing to even watch. Like you just, it was sad. Terrible.
Any other pictures that you think of? Here's where I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There's your phone.
Yes, it was horrible.
And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So do you want to add to the list of pictures?
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find, and I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help.
And see, he had pictures of this little girl, 13 years old, giving him fellatio. Then not only that, he had nudies, sex pictures, all kinds of pictures that you would take with a grown person. Like if you about like saving pictures and stuff like that. I mean, some people was into that, but he tried to erase it off his phone. He did like a what is it called? A general. He did like a factory reset on his phone. But mind you, everything go to the clouds now. So that's how they found these pictures. He tried to sit up there and thought that he was going to erase. Once he erased his phone, he erased the pictures. It don't work like that no more. That is old. Technology have grown to the point where as though you can't, even if you erase it, people can still find it because it's up in the cloud. Boom. There. Boom. Like when you get a new phone, you can just download your fucking information. Boom. All your pictures and everything you had come to that phone. And boom. They found everything. And that's what they asking him about now. Trying to give him a chance to tell the truth.
I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you want an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave. You're being detained.
So if you're interested in the story, be advised that I did this story last month. I did the mom. Now the mother was sitting up there paying for the lawyer. See, I took a little time because, I be on the Tiffany, but I wanted to do him after her, but boom, it didn't happen like that. So that's where I'm at now. But the mother basically trying to help him get a lawyer after he did all this to her daughter. And this is why she needs to go down herself. Period.
Okay. Do you want to know what you're being detained for? Capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography. Okay. So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door. Okay? And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Is it Stearns?
Yeah.
Stearns.
Caught that nigga Karen.
What's wrong with these burger buns? They taste perfectly delicious, but due to a production mishap, their bottoms are slightly curved and...
They got him. Did you see that look of defeat on his face as soon as they left the room? Let's bring in Lieutenant Mike Gould, watching along, our law enforcement analyst on the program today. Lieutenant, you had been saying how these detectives did a masterful job in all of the questioning, the build-up. What did you think of the finish there?
Oh, it's again textbook. When I was watching, I felt like it was a father-son, like a family conversation. Father-son, maybe the other investigator was his brother. It was empathetic, but to the point. He paused. The tempo of it was spectacular. They dropped the hammer, and it couldn't have been, in my view, I don't know how it could have been better. And again, back to my point earlier, you have to know your strengths and weaknesses, right? So I've been described as loud, animated, and obnoxious. So I would not, although that's not true, I would not be the right interviewer for this. Unless this guy was from Brooklyn, then I might be the right person. So if you don't know that, everybody's got an ego. Everybody wants to run in there and be the one that does law enforcement that solves the crime. So, as I said, the tempo of this guy looked like a fatherly figure or a priest taking a confession from somebody.
Yeah, he
So,
did good.
and Soto remain, or Stern, I should say.
Yep, he did good.
All right, so in the name of the state of Florida, all right, any sworn Kissimmee police officer, Osceola County Sheriff's Deputy, Orange County Deputy, sworn investigator of the State Attorney's Office of the Ninth Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, special agent of Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, or any sworn police officer, deputy sheriff acting under a mutual aid or cooperation agreement with the Sheriff's Office of Osceola County. Whereas before me, the Honorable Judge, it's hard to read his handwriting, of the Ninth Judicial Circuit of Orange County, Osceola County, the sworn written application affidavit search warrant has been made on this date by Detective Moore of the Kissimmee Police Department, assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division. And whereas the facts made known in this application and search warrant, there may be cause to certify and find probable cause to believe that certain evidence, to wit, DNA, genetic material, buccal swabs from you, Stephen Michael Stearns, blood, saliva, or epithelial cells to be collected from you, Michael Stearns.
So they're gonna get more DNA for him. Yeah, she does. Yes, she did. I believe that this mother need to be in trouble too. Like I said, she was very honest on her interview, but yeah, when you get a chance, you probably have to go and watch that. But you're gonna be like, wow, it was just amazing. It was a beautiful one. And people like, I don't know, people just like to see the drama all the times, but it's real life people out here getting hurt. What's wrong with people? I don't know. Like you said, some people in this world, they are so messed up. And yes, they are. And then they take their messed up to somebody else. Because hurt people at the end of the day. But when will it stop?
Photographs and swabs of your penis and clothing worn by you as of right now.
What?
All right. This is evidence. This is believed to be evidence of the felony crime that we've already talked about that took place in
It's not
Florida,
like you got to get a swab of his
which is a
penis.
violation of statute 7940114B and 8270715A, prohibiting the crimes of sexual battery, possession of material depicting sexual performance of a child.
And if you could put your hands out like this and turn them over. Do you want me to take out this watch? Yes, gonna work. And your hat also, please.
I get that DNA.
If you can take off your shirt. Last sip of water before you go? Yes, please. Yes, okay. Thank you.
Did they take a picture of his genitals?
All of it?
They shouldn't have gave him nothing.
Would you like some more?
He'd have been thirsty
Head out
fucking
there,
with
just
me.
wait with her. She'll get you a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna check this room, and we will get out of here.
Hey, this is Pastor Matthew Wadley. I want to invite you to be a part of our TKN leadership.
Wound up having to take off.
Man, he would have been thirsty fucking with me. He wouldn't have had nothing else to drink. That baby girl ain't have nothing else to drink. She can't even have nothing else to drink for the rest of her daggone life. The life that she could have had, she was only 13. Y'all, I'm just going to say, just be careful who y'all have around your children. At the end of the day, the mother dropped the ball. She allowed this stuff to go on. None of this shouldn't have happened. her sleeping with that man, doing anything with that man. It seemed like he was taking care of the daughter like she was the girlfriend and not the mother. Because they asked the mother too in that interview that they gave her, do you feel some type of way basically about your daughter and this man being together? And she said, yeah, I did. But you started it and you allowed it. And this is another reason why she should be going down too. He should not be he unalived her. Yes, he did. But if some of these things, for as the mother didn't happen, maybe she wouldn't have been alive. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Because, like I said, I believe that this young lady was pregnant. The mother basically said a lot of things in her interview that alluded to the fact that she might have been pregnant. For as the maxi pads and the pregnancy tests and this and the third, she said that she never seen the positive pregnancy test, but she bought pregnancy tests and she don't know where they went. So when you think that they was gone out the cabinet, allegedly you said, why you didn't ask where these daggone pregnancy tests at? It was like she just dropped the ball. Like she didn't really care. To me, it was like she was like, F it. If she pregnant, she pregnant. And this is why her mother and her father, which is the grandparents, didn't like the mother because the things that she allowed to happen. They even called the police a couple times and she put the man out and then she allowed him to come back. She explained all that in her interview. And then we see his interview and how he lied about everything. And he lied to her, telling her he gonna go look for her, and he didn't. He went to the store to go look for a game. He never went to go really look for the girl properly. But anyway, just be safe of who you have around your kids, because things like this is happening now all over. You know, it's just not here or there. I mean, this wasn't here, but still, it's just happening all over. But it takes for our parents to be more aware and protect our children more, and not just letting anything like that go on. I'm quite sure a lot of the parents ain't gonna let that happen, but she did for some reason. I don't know if she mentally disturbed or what's going on with this lady, but she definitely let her daughter down, and that was her only child, and she should have been her everything. And you let this man do this, you know, it is heartbreaking. Whew. But yeah, rest in peace to Maddie Soto, you know, and then she just turned 13. So just imagine how long this was going on. We don't know. I know they was messing with each other for probably like, I think, I want to say 4 or 5 years or something like that. Now just imagine how long this was going on. You feel what I'm saying? That's why this mother needs to go down with him. It's just sad. You let your child, you sold your child to the devil. That's how I feel about it. You basically sold your daughter to the devil and let her have a diddy party with a grown ass man. She needs to burn in hell. Yo, I just hope that God is serving her business and she going to get her karma, because at the end of the day that was wrong. Any closing comments? Anybody got anything to say before we get up out of here? Because I'm about to get up out of here. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the likes. It was only a couple of us in here, because I guess we ain't talking about the drama tonight. We talking about some real life stuff that happened in real time. You know, so yeah, just make sure y'all love your family, love your kids, love yourself. If you having mental issues or crisis, make sure you get some help. And, just be strong. It's going to be okay. We all going through something these days. Stress is a motherfucker. Not even only that, it's so much going on in the world right now. We just gotta love each other. So yeah, man, just make sure we love each other. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. For the replay game, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe if y'all already haven't. Thank you so much for coming through. You have a beautiful night. Also, Jeff, thank you for coming through. I love y'all. Everybody, be safe. Bye bye.